good. Boop, 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 ba-doop, boop, ba-doop, boo. Okay, welcome back everybody to the Rookzer0 Draw stream. We just premiered the newest Artist Arcana, so that is up. If you want to go check that out, please do. We are also doing the free draw today. It is Friday, which means there is a link in the general text chat on the Discord to come draw with us. Feel free to jump into the Aggie.io and we will do some doodling for the next about hour or so. So let's get into that. That should be up. That should be going. I see a whole bunch of stuff happening here. Thanks everybody that came to the premiere of that, by the way. I do like premiering those videos with everybody. I am Rookzer0, by the way. It is September 11th, 2020, and we are gonna doodle. We're gonna diddle-doodle-doo. Diddle-doodle-doo. Someone was in here earlier by the name of Burger Boy. That did some awesome work, so thank you for that. That was awesome. I like seeing that kind of fan art stuff. Hopefully that got posted in the Discord and draw. If not, I will hijack it later, if that's all right. Some really good poses there. I might try to emulate some of those. I don't draw people looking up very often. That might be something I got to do. Just get. I don't draw people looking up very often. Like, yeah. Weep. 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 There we go. Oh no. How does that work with because you're using an Apple Pen, right? Whatever the hell they're called. Oh, you do have a Surface Pro stylus. Okay. Do they have removable tips? Nah, removable tips. Where's my old walk-on pen? That's a good question. I think every time you buy a walk-on pen, they come with like 6 or 7 new tips. I don't think I've ever replaced my tips. Maybe I should try that. Yeah. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, that's real smooth. Yeah, that could be it. It could just be that when you get it, you're not like quite used to it. So we'll see how that do. I still don't know why I can't erase. But we'll figure that out. So who knows? What is everyone doing since the last past talk? Burning through those Miyazaki films. Those are pretty good. Is that a Miyazaki film? Okay. Putting them on blast. Damn. I don't know what I'm doing today. I'm all over the place here. You know what I do want to draw? We'll draw. Dude, let's do Miyazaki stuff today. could. I don't know if I want to do that, though. Coffee Cat, welcome. Welcome to the Coffee Cat. That's a great name. I like it. I could do the what? I totally just forgot whatever it was called. Lightbox. The Lightbox community. There was one of the draw on your style things. I'm wondering if I'm allowed to share that, though. Can I do that? Give this inspiration a watch. Link to you. Yeah, it says you're supposed to share what you draw. I just don't think I can share the image. So I might do that. No problem. No problem. Coffee Cat. Lars, welcome to the call. It is the legendary Lars. People were asking about more Dragoon stuff today. How's everybody doing today? Oh, dang. I did. I saw that. We were talking about, I think Sierra was the one that asked if they were going to put flumps in the game into Magic the Gathering. That is a made-up thing. Turns out they're not. Flumps are just weird. I really hope they put Dritz on a card. I think that would be pretty dope. Yeah, that's kind of the thing. Is like, I don't. Magic the Gathering and Dungeons and Dragons are so different. Like, they're not the same game. So it really is just a lore share, right? Because, like, dragons exist in both, so having Magic the Gathering being like, look, we added dragons to the game would be like, that's not, you didn't add anything. that's just a thing. So they could add, like, named dragons. They could add drow, which would be really cool. I would love to see some drow. Partially because I hate the elves in Magic the Gathering so much. Yeah, that would be cool. Making a Mind Flayer deck or a Beholder deck would be pretty dope. What's that? Oh, Elspeth's whatever. Well, it's the set. It's that set, and then there's the little tiny artifact blue spirit fox that came out with that set. That I swear, every time I opened a pack, there was one of them in it. I can't remember what it is though. It's like something familiar. You know what I'm talking about? It's the little tiny artifact fox. Wizards familiar? Yeah. I think it's an artifact, but it might be blue. Filigree familiar. There we go. It's an okay card. I have like 7 of them, and it makes me upset because it's also just it's an artifact, and I don't want artifacts in my deck because it is just like it gives you life. Draw a card. It's like, that's great. Okay, cool. This is not great for theming. It's not super functional. It's just good. It's just mechanics is all it is. So it could be anything, and it makes me upset. Anywho. no, that all of the rage I had the other day was very much directed at Wizards of the Coast over that specific card, but that specific card has made me upset in the past. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, they added the coin flips for a while, and that was not a great idea. So if they add dice, that might not be great. Yeah, I think your book wizard was a really good idea. Is that the trick? You didn't actually draw a wizard, you just drew yourself with a sweater and books on your head? Man, what other things would be cool to take from Magic from Diablo, blah, blah, blah. Dungeons and Dragons? You know, the thing our Drawcast is about. Um, Am I just in general chat? Well, gall darn it. Yeah, let's jump over to live stream chat so people know what's going on. I have the power to drag people in Discord, and I shall drag them! Yeah, but I found it. It's such a good piece of art. I love the filigree familiar art. It's just, ugh. I want themed things. Tell us. Those are one of the creepiest D&D monsters that I can think of, to be totally honest. The hangman tree. It's just like, oh yeah, you find a tree with a whole bunch of bodies in it. You're like, that sucks. And it starts walking towards you, and you're like, okay, I'm done. I'm out. No, thank you. Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But I would, yeah, definitely. I think Mind Flayers would be a great addition to the Magic universe. Beholders, super iconic. They added. Ooh, owlbears. I would make an owlbear deck so fast. I would definitely do that. Except would I put owls and bears in it? That's the real question. Yeah, exactly. Is card bear? Yes, +5. Is card owl? Yes, also +5, because numbers don't matter in this game anymore. Also, it's going to be free and do a bajillion damage. Yeah. Every time I attack with this card, you lose all of your cards, and they can't be played again, and I get all my mana back. And let's say I get to play every card in my deck. Why not? Let's just do that. Let's just let me play every card in my deck this turn. Draw your library, win the game. There's only one card in existence that can stop you. But go ahead and discard your hand before my turn goes, so that will be fair. Oh, the band card. That's that big Hydra, right? Yeah. Yep. Pretty good. I tried to make a deck around that once. Because Hydras are dope. Yep. That used to be the thing. That's the like Magic the Gathering is really just escalation. It's like here's a thing that broke the game, and so instead of being like, "Hey, whoops, we're gonna get rid of that," they're just like, "We added a thing that can also win by breaking the game a different way." It's like, why would you do this? Now there's two things that broke the game. Like it's fine now. So I don't know. I like it. I like some aspects of it. I really like the art. I like the old school play styles, but I'm not. I'm frustrated with the new core sets. Yeah, that's such a good picture. Bam! Bam, bam, bam. Lars, did you get the? I have the Ravnica book, but did you get the other one? Which one was that? Um, what was the other Magic the Gathering for D&D book that came out? Avacyn? Send it to Avacyn? Is that what it was called? That might be worth grabbing. I've spent 2 days trying to learn something, and I'm upset that I haven't mastered it yet. Tasha's Cauldron's gonna be great. I'm so excited for that. Push-ups, Jones. Push-ups. Double push-ups. Oh no, no. I thought it was hilarious when you made Jonas do push-ups. I just had to take it out of the video because it was cold. It was it was cold and it was vicious. Yep. So we do have the push-up rules here. At least I do. Whenever I get tipped, or whenever I draw skulls, or whenever I say someone's name wrong, I try to do push-ups. Some of the contributing artists, such as Sierra, has decided that they'll do push-ups when they when they burn people. Jonas does push-ups when he demeans himself with jokes. Break yourself? I do have the... Oh, man, I have to do the Patreon game next week. I think we're going to try to do that on Thursday. That'll be fun. Oh, the Mystic Odyssey of Theros. There we go. That book's not out yet? The Theros book isn't out yet? Or is it already out? Is it out? Okay. Zach from Sandwich, welcome. I don't know what that means. Ten more push-ups. You literally just, the words that came out of your mouth was, nobody's worse than me. That's like the epitome of self-deprecation. Hold on a second. I'm terrible, but I'm so terrible that nobody's more terrible than I am. You can't boast about being terrible. That's the... Brian made a great point. All we can really do is bully him into doing push-ups. Which I don't know if that's healthy at all. I feel like I should be doing push-ups for all of this. Oh yeah, no, Spider's the best motivator. At least you don't have to do 300 squats. One day I did, yeah. I couldn't walk the next day. Well, I could, but it was tough. I think I've drawn myself as a ninja. I'm not sure what's going on here. Oh man, I would beat Ninja Brian in an instant. Great at murder and the keyboard, like, psh, that's the way to live. So, the way this conversation has started is like, what do you look like? Have you seen one of these cupboards? This is gonna be good. Tricks that will help you instantly improve your self-esteem. Are these actual? Oh, these are real. I thought this was gonna be a joke. Can't imagine anything better than it being me. These are making me feel less self-esteemed. Like, whoa, I'm not this confident. Yeah. Just say no to negative thoughts. Thanks. Thanks, poster. I'll remember that. Next time my crippling depression kicks in, I'll just be like, nah, it's fine. There you go, you gotta hang out with us more. Well, I didn't talk about it in stream yet, but I think in Lars's campaign, I think I became a crime boss. So I might be the meat man now. I'm just gonna say things happened. People died, and Jump Rope and I were talking about this. So I'm going to talk a little bit about this. We were playing the D&D campaign, and you'd put forth basically like a word puzzle, and I randomly, while I was trying to figure out the word puzzle, solved it in the second stage of 3 stages. And so when I got to the third stage, I was like, here's the answer. And Lars was like, okay, you go through the door. But I didn't tell anybody else in the party. So I was like, yeah, they'll figure it out. And they didn't. And and so they started doing the puzzles for the room to figure it out. And the room that Jump Rope walked into, there was a whole bunch of people, like, basically chained to the wall. And my first thought, and I looked at Jump Rope, and I was like, Lars, you realize if I had walked into that room, I would have just killed everyone. Like, there's no way my character would have let people be tied to a wall. So I'm kind of glad I went through the door, but at the same time, like, what would have happened if I hadn't? Like, oh, man. I don't want to say Rook is lawful good, because he's not, but he's, like, vindictively good. Evil? I don't know how to work it. It's weird. Yeah. No, I wouldn't murder the people that were tied to the wall. Helpless peasants? I must murder them. No. He doesn't abide people being treated poorly, and so it's like seeing people being held beyond their will for I guess what equated to like a, how do you want to say, like a game show? Is that a way to look at it? People being tortured for a game show? It's just like, nope, that's not going to fly. So I'm kind of glad I missed the room, because I feel like that would have... But Jump Rope was the same way, so it kind of kicked off anyhow. But yeah, it was interesting. Jump Rope? Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Well, she's a cleric of Bahamut, so gotta dragon it up sometimes. Fury of Dragons, my friend. Fury of Dragons. Super fun. Still, I'm having a blast playing the Dragoon. Did you do that in your pirate campaign? That's all right. That's good. Sometimes you need a... There's I don't know if you guys have heard about this is a YouTube video I watched. I'm not sure who even put it up there, but the clock puzzle, where you set a group of people into a room, and there's basically like an orb in the center of the room, and when you touch it, all the lights go out, and a clock, like a glowing clock with a countdown, starts going. Is Zeeb the one that posted that? That would make sense that I've seen it then. Yeah, it's like, you can't really... It's hard to guess how people will solve something or react to something. Yeah, and so it's always... It's one of those things you plan for what your best thought is. Yeah, the countdown puzzle. Perfect. And then you and then you just wing it. You just let them figure it out. Some of the hardest things I've ever done is like basically letting a party spin their wheels, because it's like I could just tell you to how to solve this, but I'm just gonna let it go. Just gotta let it go. Let's see what happens. I think I told you guys my the dot puzzle dilemma. I gave this puzzle to my party. This is one of the first, not the first time I've DM'd, but one of the first campaigns I DM'd. I gave this puzzle to my party. It's like, how do you connect these 9 dots with 4 lines? Yeah. Once you know how to do it, it's easy. And so I gave this to the party, and nobody could figure it out. And then it became an hour-long argument about people trying to figure it out. Yeah, Brian just found it right there. Connect 9 dots with 4 straight lines. And it completely derailed the game, because they were just like, no, I want to figure this out. I'm like, it's fine. Like, I'll roll a die and we'll see if your character can. And they're like, no, I'm figuring it out. It's like, okay. And it took the rest of the night, and we stopped playing that one session because people wanted to figure it out. And at one point, one of the players was writing on a piece of paper, and he's like, oh, I solved it. And I'm like, okay, cool, let me see it. He's like, no, it's fine. I'm like, no, you have to show me the solution. He's like, no, I figured it out. I'm like, that's not how this works. You can't just tell me that you solved the puzzle and walk through the door. He didn't figure it out. But it was a lot of fun. So definitely plan for what you think will happen, and then wing it. That's my advice to new DMs. Also, you never know when someone's going to fail a will save or a dexterity save and just like fall off a cliff and die. It's like, well, now we're down a person, so that's fun. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, the Blood Rage would be super cool. There are not enough luchadors in D&D. Why do you hate the luchadors? Yeah, that's enough for me. The hit unarmed servant? Oh, no, sorry. I was thinking of, what's it called? The unseen servant. That's what I thought. I read that wrong. Tag me in. I was like, what does that mean? The boulder is no longer conflicted. I mean, I would just basically run it as a grapple fighter and just flavor it to be a luchador. I think that would be legit. Yeah, you could literally be anything you want and then just say you're a luchador. I think that's legit. Oh no. I'd like all the bonuses, please, but with none of the drawbacks. Someone today on one of the comments, the YouTube comments, basically said, like, Gnolls are not meant to be played as PCs. What garbage is this? And then they were like, what next? Are you going to say that people should play gelatinous cubes? And I'm like, I'm not sure if this person is trolling or they aren't sure that they haven't seen the slime video yet. So I just, like, thumbs up it, and I was like, oops. So that's going to be fun. According to this commenter on the videos, I assume it was all satire, but I love it. Well, then I disagree with them, and that's fine. They can have differing opinions. They haven't seen Gurna. Gurna's great. Yeah, you haven't. That's right, Rook's got a spade. Spade and a big old belt. Shovel Knight. Zoop. Josie Bushes. Sweet. Jonas, don't be telling people I don't check the YouTube chat. Every time the party pet that you change. Yeah. I want the party to have them without you. I'm a little confused about that question. I assume it's that, like, you tamed a creature and then you want to use that creature as your player in the next campaign, or your player died. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of recurring characters in party. I mean, I do that all the time, but like, if you're continuing a campaign, I like having new, or starting a new campaign, I like having new players, new characters. Yeah, and so, like, I could see that being interesting, but I would basically I would use them as a NPC or something. Like, oh, you meet that pet from that other party that your players know nothing about. Like, yeah, that would be like if the Mighty Nine ran into Trinket. I think that would be really funny. It would be really funny. So, like, I'm on board for that. That being said, if you like found a pet that you really liked, you could make your next character like that thing. Like, I had a pet bear, and in this campaign, I'm gonna play the bear. Like, yeah, do that. That would be really fun. Sure. Yeah, that's fine. I can post it later for you. That's fine. Now when you say that, though, I got to clean up all these lines. Is that the other reason I like dragoons? Because I can pretend that a spear is a shovel? Can I use a shovel as a spear? Yeah. Oh, I got so bummed because I was playing and I discovered that Great Weapon Master doesn't really work with a spear or a lance because you have to have a heavy weapon. And I was like, well, that's a bummer. Because I purposefully didn't want to take Polearm Master because I feel like it's just a little overpowered right now. But then Polearm Master also I don't think works with lances, and it's just like I hate that lances aren't spears in this game. Like so, got to figure all that stuff out. And then, but that also pushed me towards like, oh well, a glaive would work with this, and it's kind of spear-like. So maybe instead of using the lance, which is a very dragoon thing, I should use the glaive and just flavor it like a lance. The halber's the same as the glaive, or as the... Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just, like, it's weird. D&D does this weird thing with the way they name things, because, like, the trident and the spear are exactly the same, except that the trident is a martial weapon. And it's like, why does this one require proficiency when they don't mechanically do anything different? Like, that doesn't make any sense at all. So, I think it's a lot of stuff that's left over from 3.5 that they kind of just didn't transition well. Like, they didn't put thought into the stuff they were removing. Because normally a trident would give you disarm, I believe, or trip, which is no longer a maneuver on top of weapons in 5e. So, same thing with, like, with a Gauss arm. Is that what it is? Can trip flying things. Glaglarberg. Guisarme. Guisarme. A Guisarme. Sometimes Gisarm Bisame is a pole weapon. I mean, they're all just pole arms. Is the thing, and that's the weirdness in D&D is that they don't really like differentiate the difference between them. Exactly, yeah. Is this like super crooked? What's going on there? The Guisarme. I need to buy some elbow pads, apparently. If I'm going to ever cosplay as Rook, I'm going to have to. An elbow. It's one of those green suits, but just get a tan. Or wear a bush. Ooh, that's not right. That's not how that elbow is in the wrong spot. Wrong spot. The elbow should be up here. Should be right there. There we go. Maybe. What did I do wrong here? Shoulder. This arm's too high. That's what's wrong. And then that would go down here to the elbow, to the hand. That's okay. We'll leave it. I don't care. I care a little bit. Do you have a problem with it, or do people allow you to do it too much? Yeah. Yeah, once again, I'm a huge Matt Mercer fan of You Can Always Try. Oh man, yeah. That sounds like initiative time to me. If you jump on the back of a T-Rex, it's like, cool, great, roll initiative. Yeah, your DM is very lenient in my mind. Oh man, I'd make that. Yeah. Did you actually end up charming the T-Rex or taming it? I'm gonna kill it. I'm gonna kill this thing. All right, I think I'm done with this. I think I'm done with this sketch. Nah, give me a minute. Hold on. No, we cool. Did I ever tell you guys the time I punched Gundren and Rockseeker in the face? We have very different campaigns, you and I, Ace. Very different campaigns. Oh, did anybody see the new Afterlife? So good. Yeah, the animation is super solid. Yeah, which I actually I'm not an Alliance player, so I don't know who the bear was. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah. Okay. I don't know the name, but I know who you're talking about now. Yeah. You don't have to justify the things you like, Jonas. Yeah. You can just like it and know things. And if people say otherwise, fuck them. Yep. I'm still going to fall back to my, my previous statement. Definitely, people can be passionate about whatever they want to be passionate about. Man, I've forgotten how faces do again. That sketch looked awesome. Which sketch? Yeah, you did. Did you have something to add to it? Because I was just gonna. I just said that. I would say absolutely just play the bear. That's super fun. If you have a pet. Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, you can play raccoon. Raccoons are pretty funny. I would have named it Bandit, but because they had a little mask. See your finger. Wash bears. That's the only thing that raccoons do. Yeah, it just makes everybody cry. I do love me a good raccoon. Dude, it's raccoon time. I'm gonna draw a raccoon wizard. Oh, Bri, why? Tugging my heartstrings. Some epic. So good. No! Man, Japanese TV is its own thing. We all got distracted by raccoon memes. I'm gonna make a... I'm onto your game, cotton candy wizards. Stealing my cotton candy. Jump rope had a... We were talking about oracles the other day. Blind oracles? Is that Sierra? I think we were talking about that. Jump rope played a blind oracle with a raccoon familiar. Or maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was. I can't remember how that worked out. Either way, the raccoon would steal things, but I was in charge of that, So whenever there was loot, I would roll to see what the raccoon was able to steal. And then Jump Rope would just have, like, she would randomly check her pockets to see what her raccoon had stolen. Like, where did this come from? Oh yeah, did we get more people? Yeah, but I think for the next Artist Arcana, we need to try either like really sticking to a time limit, or no. I mean instead of before, basically we drew in a time limit and then we finished it. I think we should see what we can do with a time limit. Like let's do 5 minutes to draw this, go, and then that's the video. Or we do a one person challenge, like we challenge just Jonas to draw with brushes of this type or something to that effect. So that way I think one person should have, like, the video should be that one person having 20 minutes to really just take their time and do whatever they want. So the video would be 20 minutes long and we let them draw for like an hour. Does that make sense? No, we could switch to different programs. Yeah, I think that would be fine. Yeah, it's definitely. I always never make raccoons chunky enough. It's one of my biggest failings in life. Boy, that's better. Big old puff tail. I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. I'm back, everybody. Oh, that's a chunky raccoon. I love it. I'm really glad that you transitioned from you can tuck your wings into it's like sticking your hands in your pockets, not anything else. So great job there. Nope. Totally harmless. Everything's fine. Let's just redirect the conversation. Ace Ventura. All right, moving on. I kind of want to, I think it would be interesting to run a D&D campaign in a Discord with like 20 people. and here's how I would do it. Basically, I would have everybody, I don't know why I just thought of this. I was thinking about it earlier. But the way I would want to do it is that everybody would roll their character. And I don't think I would give anybody classes. I think they would all have to take commoner classes. And then one person would have to instigate the entire game. So it's almost like reverse D&D. Where all the NPCs are the DM, and then one person has to interact with all of them to see what happens. So you'd have to make your character really interesting and have weird classes just to be able to play, because it's like, oh, I guess everyone's just drinking in the bar. I stand up and I start shouting about dragons. It's like, that guy's crazy. Get him out of here. And the guards are called. Is that what an RP server is? That would be interesting. It did sound like a bar stool. Depends on how long you're at the bar, I guess. Jesus, Jonas, buy me a beer first. Out of context, that was probably really weird, but in context, it was pretty funny. Had to be in the Discord to get that joke. I think I just drew a corgi raccoon. So I think I just drew a corgi raccoon. Welcome to my world. Yeah, what's it look like over there? Very orange. Ugh. For those of you not in the Pacific Northwest right now, everything's on fire. Yeah, I mean, it's not, I mean, we get stuff like this all the time. This has just been surprisingly bad for everything being on fire. And it was blamed on, gender reveal party, which is weird. It was the biggest problem about this specific fire is that it was man-made. Someone accidentally caused it. And so it's frustrating. because it's like, hey, let's not light, the coast on fire. That'd be cool. People with too much money that think they gotta do stuff. Yeah. Nope. not to some people. Did you just say America is the Florida of the world? Oh no. Oh no. Well, I think my channel just got demonetized. No one will ever get this far into it. I'm trying to make a puppet. No, I would definitely not want it to be an RP server. I think it would just be a fun, like, one-time thing where everybody... Yeah, I guess that's what it is, though. Like, it's very much that or, like, Vampire the Masquerade, where everyone just shows up, and then one person instigates the story. Florida is still Florida of the world. Florida is still the Florida of the world. We work hard on that. The only thing is that we're really good. We do it really goodly. I like that. Do it really goodly. That's funny. Okay. I got fingies. That's what raccoons say all the time. If you know anything about... I as well have little hands. I live in America. There's two things I know. Raccoons can talk and... basically how to assemble every handgun made after 1965. Teach that stuff in elementary school. That's not true. That's not true at all. I made that up. Idaho public schools is what school I went to. Push-ups. Well, I've drawn this tiny raccoon, which makes me pretty happy, so I think that's probably where we're going to call it. Draw a tiny raccoon, drew dragoon, shovel. I gotta make myself a shovel one of these days. It'd be pretty dope. And Princess Mononoke. So. Eventually, yeah, we'll do that. But for now, thanks everybody for hanging out. Sorry, Burning Palace, that you didn't get to draw too much. I think that was you. Either way, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching the videos. We do have the new Artist Arcana out today. If anybody still hasn't seen that, go check that out. If you have suggestions for future videos for that, sweet, throw that out there. Like, comment, subscribe. We need to get those videos off the ground. There's a playlist for them now. There's, I think, 3 in there. And hopefully we'll get some more up real soon. So thanks again for watching. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody. Keep your dice on the table. Stay happy, stay healthy, and that's all I got. So we'll see you next time.